Hello there gorgeous gamers and welcome back to Pure Play TV, and we've got another review for you, and this one is for Just Die Already. No, I'm not being a big meanie, that's the name of the game, Just Die Already. It's about old people and the complete lack of respect most of us show them. Let's have a look, shall we? The opening minutes of Just Die Already laid the groundwork for what would be a ridiculously absurd game. I woke up as an old geezer in a retirement home and found that everyday items were now lethal weapons and death traps, like the shower room, which sent my old-aged avatar to the ground, flopping around in his wrinkly old birthday suit. Delicious. At this point I knew that I was in for a good time, even if I was a teeny bit terrified. If this is what the game would open with, where would it end? Just Die Already comes from the deranged mind of the same fella behind Goat Simulator, so that explains a lot, but it also means that if you enjoy the slapstick sillies of Goat Simulator, then you'll have a great time here. The game's story, and I use that term very loosely, is that your old geezer attends a party for a recently deceased fellow resident. Being an absolute lad though, your old fella has a thumping good time at the party. Too much of a good time, in fact, and his rowdy boomer behaviour gets him kicked out of the mausoleum and onto the mean streets. This world is not a kind place for old age players. The world's finances are a mess and millennials are in charge, which explains a lot, so it's up to the old fogies of the world to look after themselves. With your newfound freedom, you can take on deadly challenges on your bucket list to earn your way back to the retirement home, or you can run around town, causing as much mayhem, having the time of your life, with what little life there is left in that sack of bones. Now, as old people are fragile, they are easily broken. And your character is no exception, except he embraces it. He can get thrown around the map willy-nilly and have every bone in his body shattered. He can even get ripped limb from limb and still manage to pull a 4-month-old Werther's original from his back pocket. Mind you, he's not giving that sweetie to anybody, he's more likely to ram it down their throat and choke them out with it. Just Die Already embraces the ridiculous, and its sandbox world has everything you could want in an old person simulator. It's about giving you a play space and you doing whatever it is that you find fun in that space. The game does try to push you towards some kind of progression by having a to-do list of challenges, which gives the mayhem a bit of much needed structure. Not that I paid much attention, I was having too much fun being an arsehole. Completing challenges is worth your while though, as you will get rewarded with items that you can use, or tickets that you can spend at the vending machines around town. These machines let you buy flashy hats or lethal weapons. One item I got, and I recommend you get it as soon as you can, are the hover boots. These bad boys will let you reach previously impossible places, and it's good fun to send your old fogey flying around. Just Die Already has multiplayer too, with support for up to 4 players causing old-aged mayhem. The bad news is that I couldn't really try this out. I was playing pre-release, mind you, which means finding a game was always going to be a bit difficult because other reviewers are just not as dedicated to the job like I am. Young people, what are you going to do, eh? I've put in well over a dozen hours into Just Die Already and it's been a blast. That said, it does fall into some of the familiar cracks that Goat Simulator did, and by that I mean you will eventually run out of things to do. The experience relies on a lot of shock value that, over time, diminishes, as there are only so many times you can see your character's body dismantle or terrorise the public before the appeal slightly runs off. All in all, there is a lot of fun to be had amongst the chaos that unfolds, especially when using a vast variety of available items. I'm looking forward to seeing how groups of players create fun and interesting moments within the world. Meanwhile, I'll be trying to finish my bucket list before I kick the bucket. And that's the end of this review. Thank you very much for watching, I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. If you did, do us a favour, hit the like and subscribe buttons below, and give the bell icon a tap so that you're notified whenever we've got new stuff for you to watch. Go to the description box below and you'll find our social media channels, website links, and our supporters page where you can support the team, if you can. I've been Chris, you've been gorgeous, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, bye bye.